This weekend, we overlanded into a remote, high-elevation mountain lake. The drive was hot, dusty, and beautiful. We set up camp right on the lake. We had the place completely to ourselves. We did some hot pink flamingo floating, some evening fly fishing, and some steep terrain hiking. We even saw an unexpected guest along the way. All in the wild and remote corner of Idaho's Seven Devil mountain range.
Today is July 15th. We are headed to Black Lake, which is just on the southern end of the Seven Devils, above Hell's Canyon and the Oregon border. We are with my entire family. We have my dad and my mom in the Jeep, and with both Roxy and Finn, Wookiees in this car, and then Derek and Leah are following up in the rear. 77 degrees this morning. We left the cabin at 8:15, got to council around 9:30, and are just headed up. Well, it should be a good trip. It's sunny, and we are very excited as we start our drive in.
Start the ascent. Looks like quite the ascent, maybe I should say. Put it into four-wheel drive.
Well, we're up at about 7,600 feet in elevation, and there's a nice trail here that will drop you down to Hell's Canyon Reservoir, and that's only about 1,500 feet.
Today we plan on doing a little fishing on Black Lake, as well as we're planning on doing a hike at some point either today or tomorrow morning.
Hi, Sarah. Yesterday we rolled in camp right around noon probably, and it was already hot. Naturally, I was starving to death. It was probably a 2 or 3 hour car ride. Really pretty scenery on the way when we were getting close to the area. We set up our rooftop tent. It's a 4-man tent that fits Nate, Sarah, Wookie, and I all pretty well still. We might have to reassess once she starts getting bigger, but for now, we love the rooftop tent. Sarah is getting really confident on the ladder, which is a little scary because she can only go up. How did you get up there, Sarah? That's the 3rd step. How did you get up there, huh? How did you get so high? What are you doing up there? You're almost to the top. Leah and her puppy Finn slept in the back of Derek's Cherokee. Ed and Cheryl and Roxy slept in an old school style tent, and Derek slept in his own tent too. Once we got camp all set up, we started a campfire and roasted up some hot dogs, had some Coors Lights. The original plan was to go on a hike that afternoon, but because it was so hot and the hot dog set in with the Coors Light, everybody else thought it might be more fun to just play on the lake for the rest of the day and maybe do the hike tomorrow. So that's what we did. Sarah had her new life jacket to try out, and we had brought some toys up to make the lake a little more enjoyable. We had 2 paddleboards, a little fishing boat, a river rat, and of course, a giant hot pink flamingo for Sarah and I, and all of them needed to be blown up by hand. So that took a while, a lot of pumping and trading off and pumping some more, but then we hit the lake. We had a lot of fun out on the lake. We did a little party barge style for a while out there, just hanging out on the lake, drinking some cold ones, and we were kind of out towards the middle of the lake, looking up at all of the mountain scenery around us, and just right on the side of the lake, I looked over, and there was, I could not believe my eyes, there was a mountain goat standing there, staring at us, just looking at us, floating around. It was coming down for some water at the lake, and it was surreal. What a cool experience. Just floating at this high mountain, high elevation lake, hanging out with mountain goats. How cool is that? Sarah liked it too. That was a lot of fun, actually. We just hung out on our hot pink flamingo, you know, as one does in mountain lakes, and floated around. She got a touch of sun on her nose and cheeks, but I think she'll be okay. I also got a touch of sun on my whole body, but I'll be okay too. Yeah. We are in trouble. Peekaboo! I see you! Where's Sarah? Where's Sarah?
You want to come down?
There she is!
I know you cannot make it down.
These are all mountain goat footprints. How cool is that? All the way right down this trail. Look how big those are. Some good sized prints in there. That evening when it cooled down, most of us did some fishing. Derek did some practice with a fly rod, and that was pretty cool to watch. And the rest of us just fished with regular poles. Nobody really got any interest, but it was fun nonetheless. The fish were definitely biting, just not on our hooks. But there was lots of fish in here. They were jumping. It was like they were doing circles around us, kind of just taunting us. But it was a lot of fun. And then we had a campfire and we had dinner. We had some stew. It was delicious, with dumplings on the top, and then campfire and went to bed. It was a great day.
Ben.
Looked up on rocks. It's like temperature shaking below.
Good morning.
Sarah found the cinnamon roll and is licking off the spatula. Right as we were wrapping up breakfast and putting everything away, a big old mountain goat walked right down the face of the mountain and straight into our camp. It was an amazing sight to behold. He just hung around camp and stayed right there with us, and he wasn't afraid of us at all. It was really cool to get to watch him for a while. Today, Sarah drug us all out here on a hike. There's Sarah and me and Nate and Ed and Cheryl and Derek and Leah and Wookie and Finn and Roxy. And we hiked into a little mine, old ore mining, and checked that out. It was pretty cool.
Gold sniffing dog.
I'm just trying to help.
Cool mine.
Yeah, up here the old mine.
It's a little warm out here in the sunshine today, and there's been quite a bit of vertical, but it's been really pretty. Just big mountain sides of high alpine flowers and shrubs and stuff. It's been really cool. And some high mountain lakes, like this one we're looking down on right now. And it's been a great hike.
Yeah. But it's nice for trees. It's like Solomon.
We're standing here on the Hells Canyon Wilderness boundary line here for the Wallowa-Whitman National Forest. And Sarah dropped her hat.
Yeah. That's Al's at.
We're splitting up.
You guys see that?
Half the group, Nate and I and Ed and Sarah, are going up this thing. You can see the switchbacks up in here, switching back and forth, all the way up to this ridge line, taking the ridge line around, and then we're going to walk that ridge line out that way, and apparently this is a knob that has a three-way drainage. It drains into this lake right here, and then it drains on that side, and it drains on that side, and we should be able to look once we get to the ridge line and walk that ridge line, looking down onto both sides with both legs. There's the Seven Devils.
Let's just look these dogs. There's not there.
look out right there. This is quite the hike, people. Made it to the top.
You want to pull Sarah out?
She's asleep. These dogs like the snow.
I know, a little bit, probably a little over 70% on this battery. If you put that in the video, it looks staged.
Cleaning up camp, getting ready to roll out. Sarah's ready. Monkey's ready. Yeah, you guys are ready, y'all.